Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Michelle with Creative Operation and Country Craft Creations, and today I want to share with you kind of a walkthrough of what you're going to be making with the October Craftology subscription box through Country Craft Creations and kind of talk about some of the supplies that you're going to be getting in this kit. Of course, I've already used the kit now. So I'm going to be showing you kind of what's left over, but I'm also going to show you kind of a walkthrough of the book and how I use some of the papers, and then the tutorial will be coming out soon. So we are using the Remember the Time papers. This is a calendar collection exclusively by Country Craft Creations at countrycraftcreations.com, and this paper collection is amazing. So if you are in the subscription for the Craftology box, then last time we did this, we did an album for January through June. Today, what we're going to be looking at is the album for July through December. This is volume 2, so this is the next, kind of the second part of the Craftology project. I was fortunate enough to be able to do this, and I just love how it turned out. In this album series, this is a 2-volume set. It's going to be amazing to document next year. So I'm glad to have it done and ready, and I'm really excited to show you what we're going to be doing. So this album is really fun, and let me real quick run through kind of what you're going to be getting in your Craftology box. So in the first one, you got some graphic 45 tags, and we used 4 of them on volume 1, and I asked you to save the rest, the 5 left over, for number 2. So you should have these left over from your volume 1 Craftology subscription box that you got for August. Now you will also have the same die cut for your title for volume 2, because I wanted to keep some, continuity with the album. And you are also are going to get some different flowers. So you're going to get a package of graphic 45, the triumphant red flowers, and I used those on the cover embellishments here. And I used kind of 3.5 of them. One of the flowers came apart, and I used the top bud of this. There was one that looked just like this, the top bud, and I kind of tucked it in here, so there's kind of that. And then I took some of the little leaves off of these and stuffed them in the sides. So that's my cover embellishment, and I wanted to keep it somewhat on the simpler side because the cover is a little bit busy, but the cover is made with my patchwork technique that I used all the different papers that were left over. So I did the cover after I made my pages. Did my spine the same way for the album. The other thing that you're going to be getting in your Craftology box is you're going to be getting some keys from Graphic 45. This is kind of what I've got left over to add later. So you're going to be getting a package of those, and I use those throughout the book that I'm going to show you in just a second. You're going to get your papers July through December. And you're also going to get seam binding, and you're going to get the 3 colors. You're going to get the green, the black, and the red, which I thought worked really well with the colors in this collection. This is the last half of the year has a lot of dark, rich colors. The first part of the year was a little more on the lighter side because of spring and summer. So it's a really cool volume set. The cover and the base pages are made the same, but all the elements on the pages are going to be different in this album. So it is, although the cover and the base pages are the same, it's going to be a complete different look on the inside. Okay, so let's real quick look at the papers. This is, again, Remember the Time, and you're going to be getting July through December. You're going to be getting a couple cut apart pages. So you will be getting one of these for each month. I took and cut them all out and put them in little bags to kind of save them for embellishments. So one of these I did save. You're also going to, on the back, there's a really beautiful paper. So you'll still have another beautiful, design to use. And you're going to get 2 of these sheets, okay? And it has the kids on the back. And then you're also going to be getting a 5th page for the month that has stars on one page and the little kids on the back. So you're going to be getting 5 sheets per month of papers to use, okay? One of these will be set aside for cut-aparts, for decoration, for tags, for the calendars that we're going to need for the book. So you'll have 4 pages left over in different, combinations to go ahead and use for decorating and matting, okay? So that is July. Let's look at August. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, so August, again, 2 sheets. The back side of one of the cut-aparts is this beautiful red. And then you're going to get 2 sheets that are like that. Aren't these gorgeous? I just love this one. I don't know. There's something about this page right here that is just amazing. I love the colors on August. And then the 5th page here will be more of the florals and then more of the reds. So 5 pages for August. And then September is this really beautiful, beautiful peach and kind of a lilac color. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. So the cut apart sheets has this beautiful kind of peach and pink background on that. And then you'll get the pattern with all the writing and the music and the little girl and Wilbur on there. The backside of that is just absolutely gorgeous. And then the 5th page you will be getting has more of the little girl with Wilbur and then more of the pink and the peach. So I love that. I just love that combination. I just think it's gorgeous. So that's September. October is really fun. So October, again, 2 sheets. Set one aside, cut these out. We're going to use them, okay? But the back side of it is beautiful, and we're going to be using that as well as a background piece. And then you have another gorgeous paper with all the writing and the vintage look to it, and little spiders and kitty cats. And then the back is nice and cool with the spiders and the spider webs, okay? The 5th sheet will be more of that beautiful pattern, kind of spooky orange and black, and then more spiders. So I love that you can make this book look any way you absolutely want. It's really, really fun. Thanksgiving is fun. It has this beautiful kind of a tealy kind of color with the maroon red. Just love it. I love the colors on these. They're very different and unique, and I just exclusively at Country Craft Creations, you got to go get the Remember the Time collection. Seriously, it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's the back side of that, and then you have your paper here with the vintage look, and then back here, look at all the turkeys. Cute little guy, super cute in his little sailor suit. And then the other bonus page that you're going to get is this page. So you're going to have plenty of paper to make this project, and you will have some leftovers. You're going to have plenty of scraps to make your covers, depending on how you want to do it. So this is the Christmas paper, the gorgeous red and green, kind of the traditional red and green with the gold in it. I absolutely think it's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And the little car full of the doggies up there. I don't know if can you see that? Is so cute. Backside of this is the snowflakes with the green. Love it. And then we have our December paper. And then back of that is the beautiful gold, red, and green stripes. Okay. And then the other page, another set of stripes with more snowflakes on the back. So you're going to have lots of patterns, lots of papers to play with. All right, so that's kind of a run through of the papers. You're going to get seam binding, your papers, you're going to get your die cut, your tags you already got in the volume 1, you're going to get your flowers, and you're going to get keys. So let's go ahead and look through the book. So again, if you did my first book, then you know about the cover and the base pages with the big gusseted pockets, okay? But all the elements on the pages are different in this book. So instead of a gusseted pocket on the front, we're doing a portfolio with a string closure. Now you will have to add string and brads to this to make this portfolio. You could, if you wanted to, use seam binding and then just adhere it to the underneath the papers. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to utilize the key. So I tied the key on. I'm going to show you how to make this and how to set the brads and everything so that you have the closure. And then it just wraps around like this. This pocket has a 1/4 inch gusset, and so it'll hold a lot of pictures. July is a fun page. It is a stacked, graduated page, so you can see that there's stacked pages, but they are all a little bit different widths, so you can see the peak of papers underneath. All the calendars will come out, so I did design that the same. I wanted to be able to use the calendar as part of the book, you know, as part of the page, but I also wanted you to be able to remove it, you know, so that you could put it on a flat surface and write on it, and it wouldn't be so bulky and hard to write on as it, you know, like adhered into a book. I made, photo mats on the backs of these pages, and then I utilized the cut-aparts in different ways, and I'll go through that in a little bit more in depth in the video, but I made little pockets for tags. All of these are adhered so you can stick a picture behind them. This one here, I put a bunch of them together, backed them on cardstock, and then made a little tuck spot there. This page has an extra pocket on the front. I put one of the graphic 45 tags with seam binding, and then I attached a key with a jump ring that I had in my stash. And I kind of did it after the fact, so I could have just tied it into the seam binding and not had to use the jump ring. So the choice is yours on how you want to do that. I also made photo mats out of scraps, and we'll go through the sizing of those in the tutorial, but just the scraps of cardstock that I had left over from making the album. And then in the gusseted pocket here, we have the journal cards that I used the last time. You can get these on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations and download this file, and then I went through my stash and got cardstock that I thought kind of matched the theme and the colors, and then just back those on there, and they fit in the pocket just perfectly. This is a cut apart from the collection, and then on the back I put one of the tags. So they're all decorated the same, and each month will have one of those. And at the Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations Facebook page. So that's where they're available. So they're in the file section. So if you're a member of that group, you're going to be able to go ahead and get those. If you're not a member of the group, search for it on Facebook and ask to be a member. And you just have to answer a couple quick questions, and then you're in and you get access to all the information. So August has a magnet closure. I do use 3 magnets in this, and you will need that from your stash. And this flips up, and then it opens up for photo opportunities. I used one of the cut-aparts and adhered it so that you could put a picture behind it. And then it opens up again. And again, at the bottom, same thing. This one, I added one of the cut-aparts on cardstock and made a little pocket for a little journaling card and a tag. And then a little ticket here. And then inside of this one is a belly band, and I used the key on a graphic 45 tag again. And then on this one, I had a scrap piece of cardstock, and I just used one of the circle embellishments. I had glue on my fingers to make a tab for a pull. And that just sets in there. So there's lots of room for pictures in here, lots of places to put pictures and tuck things. September also has a magnet closure, and again, it has one of the bands of paper from the cut apart collection and one of the little circles there. And I did it, I glued these down, so they're not belly bands, they're glued down right in the middle, but you can put a picture behind them, and you can also like tuck things under. So I just wanted to show that. And then the bottom here has a waterfall, again using the cut aparts as you know, just glued on 2 sides so that you can tuck a picture behind. And then a nice big space here. In this pocket is another journaling card, and then I have 2 smaller photo mats. One of them I put the journaling card on, and then left the backs blank for pictures. So those go into the big gusseted pocket, and you can see there's a lot of room to put things. October is fun. So this has a alternating graduated sized page. So October opens up like this. We have a cut apart here. This glue on my fingers is bugging me. And then you have this big page here, and then it opens and opens. And again, these are done so that you could tuck a picture behind. And then here is a little pocket I made with the cut aparts and the tags in there. Really fun papers to use and to embellish with. Super fun. And then November here opens up, and this one's a little bit different. So when it opens up, you get this, and then it opens up again for a trifold, and then you get this. And again, this is a little tuck spot. So I just added the little ticket in there. I thought that was kind of cute. And then this page opens up again, and there is a pocket back here, and I stuffed this one full because Thanksgiving you usually take a lot of pictures. So again, another tag that I made, and on this one I used one circle at the top and one of the tickets at the bottom. The cut apart tags and journal cards, and then another graphic 45 tag with the key on it, which I thought was really fun. And then your gusseted pocket in here with the scraps. I just added another photo mat. In the tutorial I said I sprinkled them through the album, so I just kind of randomly put them in different places. But again, every pocket has a journaling card. December is a fun page. It opens up like this with a pocket, and again, more cut aparts and a photo mat. And this opens up, another pocket. Here's a graphic 45 tag, and then another cut apart. The tags I did leave blank on the back, but the fronts I used a die that I got from Country Craft Creations by Graphic 45 specifically to cut or cover these tags. If you don't have the tag, I'll give you the dimensions on how to cut a square of fabric material. No, that's not it. A square of paper to cover your tags. So I'll show you that. And then these open up for more photo opportunities. And then you have this big page right here. Okay. And then on the back, I didn't finish this quite yet because I wanted to get the tutorial in the walkthrough filmed. But I did tie a key again. What I'm going to do, and I'll talk about the finishing this in the tutorial, but then I'm going to cut this kind of tail off so it won't be so wonky. So just ignore that part. But then this opens up, and again, more spots. And I do need to finish this, but I really wanted to get this film. So there's a couple other things I want to add in here, just like I did on the first one. So this is kind of the walkthrough of my book. Now, this is a chunky book. It only has 3 pages, but it is full of opportunities. And if you look at it from the top, I mean, it just looks absolutely full. But when you close it, you can see it squishes down pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty full, but there's a lot of room to put pictures. So that's it. That is my book. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough and the talk, showing the papers and everything. I'm going to be back soon with the tutorial. This tutorial will come out around October 10th. So I will see you all really soon, and thanks for watching. Stay crafty. Bye.